Hi, I'm Ewan Murray, a PhD student at the University of York. When learning mathematics, each new topic builds on ideas learnt in previous lessons, ideas which could have been learnt days, weeks, or months previously. In a classroom scenario, when a learner forgets, they impede not only their own learning, but the learning of all. One potential solution is to utilize the spacing effect, the finding that when you space practice over time, rather than in a single maths session, learning is boosted. However, a previous meta-analysis found that as complexity increases, this is negatively correlated with the efficacy of spaced retrieval practice. We had three hypotheses. Spaced retrieval practice would lead to greater retention than mass retrieval practice. Secondly, there would be lower performance in the high complexity condition. We thought it would be more difficult. Thirdly, there would be a smaller effective spacing in the higher complexity condition. Between participants, we varied the practice schedule. Everyone completed the same number of trials, but those in the mass condition completed them all in a single session, while those in the space condition completed them in 3 sessions over 3 consecutive days. Within participants, we varied the number of steps in each procedure. The dependent variable was the percentage performance on a post-test 7 days after the final practice session. We measured working memory, performance during practice, and arithmetic fluency to ensure that there was no pre-existing differences between the spaced and massed groups. In the first experiment, participants learned a 2- and a 3-step procedure. In the second experiment, participants learned a 2- and a 5-step procedure. In experiment 1, participants in the space group performed significantly better than in the massed. However, there was no difference between the performance of the 2-step procedure and the 3-step procedure, and no evidence of an interaction between spacing and complexity. In experiment 2, we increased the number of steps from 3 to 5 in the high complexity condition, so we compared a 2-step with a 5-step procedure. Participants in the spaced group performed significantly better than in the massed group. Participants performed significantly worse on the 5-step procedure than in the 2-step procedure, and we again found no interaction between spacing and complexity. To conclude, the insignificant interaction across both experiments suggests that spaced retrieval practice can be effective for learning procedures of varying complexity. Our next experiments will keep the number of steps constant and vary how the steps interact with each other. Thank you for listening. Please feel free to contact me via email with any questions and scan the QR code to download this poster.